Hello YouTube! Welcome to a new retro gaming channel. Well, gaming in general actually. I've been collecting for many years. I go by DeathsPal on most of the internet, so DeathsPal. You guys can call me Al or DeathsPal, either one's fine. I have a few friends who may join me on the channel throughout from time to time. And I hope to have some fun with it. I'm going to do some of the same things that a lot of other folks do, and do pickup videos. I'll do maybe do some hunt videos. We'll see what happens over time. Hope to add a little bit of my own style to it. Hope to quit saying so much in my video, because I noticed I've done that a lot already in this short period of time. So moving right along, welcome to my channel. To make a little reference to one of my favorite books, don't forget your towel. Anyways, so we're going to do a little pickup video here first. I was out this weekend, hit a buy-sell trade place and a Goodwill, and we'll see what you guys think of my pickups. So the first thing, we hit a Goodwill, and we picked up an original PlayStation controller, non-DualShock. Buttons are in good condition, nice and springy, not spongy, and doesn't seem to be any crust or crud in the controller at all. Originally priced $3, but our Goodwill was doing half off this Saturday, so $1.50. So anytime you can pick up a controller that's in good shape for $1.50, I don't care what system it's for, it's probably a good deal. Next thing I picked up was a wired Xbox 360 USB Guitar Hero controller. So it was originally priced $6, so we got it for $3. It's the Fender Stratocaster style controller with the whammy, the adjuster, and the buttons in the lower part of the neck. So it doesn't have the slider like the newer stuff, but still overall in really good condition. I'm not usually too huge of a fan of the wired ones, but I've been noticing the pricing on these have been kind of going up considerably online, on wired or wireless for these controllers. So when I see one that somebody hasn't put all of the stickers from the box on the guitar, I try to pick them up when they're clean, especially when it's $3. Another thing let's see, that was it for my Goodwill pickups this week. Only 2 items, not much there. I had picked up some DJ Hero controllers a couple months back from Goodwill. You're probably familiar with what they look like, but they look like this primarily. And I actually managed to get 3 of them in the course of about 2 weeks. I picked up a Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3 one at one of the Goodwills in our area for $5 a piece, and then I turned around the next weekend, was half off weekend, and I managed to pick up a boxed and complete minus the game. So it's got the instruction manuals, it's got everything else in it. One that's in relatively good shape. The corners are kind of rough and that, but you know, stuff like this, finding a boxed one is kind of nice, especially when the original price was $10, and again it was a half off weekend, so we got it for $5. The only downside is, again, it didn't actually have the game with it. It had the controller and all the manuals. So at some point I looked to pick up a copy of the game to complete the box, and then a separate copy so that I can be able to play with one of the loose controllers I have. Just in case you're curious, the easy way to tell what version DJ Hero controller you have as far as for which system, if you see one sitting on a shelf and you're only buying for one system or another, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, these have a little door on them that exposes the control panel that actually gets you kind of standard controls like you would see on the controller of a normal handheld controller. Those will look like either the PlayStation or Xbox symbol will be right in the middle of them, and that'll tell you which system it's for, and that allows you to navigate the dashboard and stuff to get into the game. So and good thing this one isn't sunk with my PS3 yet, because it would probably be waking up my PS3 in the other room right now. So after having picked those up, the reason I was telling you that story is I went out to one of our buy-sell trade locations this week, and I managed to pick up DJ Hero for PlayStation 3 for $4, and DJ Hero 2 for Xbox 360 for $3. And then the other pickup I made while I was at the store is I looked over. They have a small little glass cabinet that they keep Atari, era stuff, Atari 2600. Every rare once in a while they have a 7800 game, and since I'm trying to bring up my 7800 collection a little bit, I managed to get a copy of Donkey Kong Jr. for 7800, and it was $6. So a little bit more than I would usually pay for loose regular Atari cartridges. Obviously, you can get those most of the time for around $1. Sometimes you can find a bin where they'll have them like 2 for $1 at some places, but in this case, you don't see the 7800 stuff terribly often, and then Donkey Kong's a popular title. That kind of wraps up my pickups. We may look to do some playthroughs on some games later. My collection spans from some early Magnavox stuff. In fact, let me see if I can tilt the camera up here so you can see some of the boxes up above in my collection. Yeah, that should... Let's see if I can tilt you guys up or not. Tilt you up. I have stuff that goes all the way from, say, early Odyssey Pong systems, even some of the the numbered systems. Like you can see, there's an Odyssey 500 up there. There's the box for my 7800 Pro system. There's a Radio Shack Play Television, and television box, that type of stuff. So my collection goes all the way from back in that era to modern systems, all the way through the 360 PS3 currently. I haven't yet pre-sold one of the new systems. Oh well, let's tilt the camera back so that you guys aren't, so that I don't look quite so crooked there. Still a little bit crooked, but hey, you'll have that. Most of my videos are going to be one-shots for right now. I don't really have any editing software or much editing experience. Most of the stuff that I've done as far as editing has been like in iMovie on my iPhone. So I hope to expand that. I want to get a capture card and start doing some playthroughs for you guys. I may do some over-the-shoulder playthroughs. I have a MVS arcade. So if you guys are into arcade and the Neo Geo stuff, I may do some of that, depending upon what you guys want. So it's going to be just as much your channel as it is mine. It's going to be request driven at times. If there's a specific game you want me to play and I have it in my collection, I'll try to get to it. If there's if you just want my thoughts or a review on it for right now until I get the capture set up, I'm certainly willing to try and do some responses. My next video, if I get some folks responding to this one, I'll try and do some answers back to folks in the video channel, not just in the text section under the video. So we'll see what happens. If you're interested in where I'm planning on going with this, and understand that this is my first video, so there's no script, there's no green screen, there's no special effects, like, subscribe, and we'll try to keep this thing going. I do want to kind of give a quick shout out to some of the folks that have inspired me over the years. Of course, we have folks like Pat the NES Punk, AVGN, Gamester 81, the guys over at RetroLiberty. I really love NES Complex and NES Pursuit, and some of the different things that I've seen in that direction. I love Easter Egg Hunter, and Alpha Omega Sin, Metal Jesus Rocks. You know, kind of a fan of the whole game community, and I'm sorry if I'm missing some of the folks that I'm subscribed to right now, but I'm sure I'll mention them in future videos. I can't think of the one gentleman's name, but there's an Australian gamer who just got a channel started up recently that I saw through RetroLiberty, and I think his videos are kind of fun and cool too. So hope to see you guys out there, and try and work on not saying quite so much. So have fun and game on.